afternoon or evening. It's 10 past 5. Finished work and thought I'd come fishing tonight. Got a whining dog. Come back to an old spot. I haven't been here for a while. Got fishing the lift method tonight. Fred, please. Fred's excited. Yeah, so I'm fishing the lift method today. I've got some of this So Simple F1 ground bait with the what is it? The Bananian Crush Go Nuts pellets mixed in with some maggots into the ground bait. I've also got another ground bait that Stev is producing at the minute. I don't think it's got a name, but I think this one's going to be for the bream. But I'm going to give this a go here tonight and see what happens with this. So yeah, look forward to this. I'm going to stay probably till 10 o'clock. So I've got 5 hours in front of me now, which is nice. It's a little bit windy. Just blowing a little bit through here, but she'll persevere. Maybe the little bit of the ripple will be to my benefit. It's quite clear today. It's obvious the weeder's been here at some point. But yeah, it's good to be back on this spot. So hopefully we can pull some tench out this evening to show you everything's set up, ready to go. So yeah. Last time I seen them, only little tiddlers when I come here last. Hopefully they'll move on. I've been here for an hour now and not had any bites so far. Not really seen much activity to get excited about. Hopefully it will come. I've chucked some more bait out on both spots earlier. I have got my feeder rod with me as well, both on maggots, but not a touch yet on either rod. Fred's still pining. He wants the tench just as much as I do. It's a massive dead roach down here. It's huge. I don't think I've ever caught one that size. I'm only guessing it may be damaged from the weeder. I'm not sure. It looks quite healthy, but it's been dead for a while by the looks of things. But it's a nice old chunk. Be nice to see some of them on the up. I don't know if you can see them, but there's two bloody great goats over there on the wrong side of the fence. They're ginormous. They're like little donkeys. Beautiful looking things, but not quite sure they're meant to be that side of the fence. Let's hope they don't join me and Fred. Well, I've had a couple of lift bites. You know, the float cropped right up and then looked like it was going to one side. It's happened to me twice, and I struck and no resistance at all, just come straight in. Not getting any rudd or any perch or anything at the minute. Thought I might have had something by now, or you know, even if it was a small rudd or a little perch, but it's been very quiet, apart from Fred obviously. Right, well, I've moved location. I'm probably 100 metres down now at the start of the tree line. I'm not getting any bites here whatsoever, so I've decided to move, try this spot. I've not fished this spot before. I know Nathan has, and Kevin's been in this spot before, and they've had a few tench, so let's see if I can pull some out of this spot. Still got a couple of hours left. Gonna have to chuck in a bit more bait. Seems it's a new spot. And go from there. Fred is being a pain in the ass today. Starting to wish I never brought him today, which is not good. But anyway, he's here now. There's not a lot I can do about it. Can't shut him in the car. That won't be fair. Hopefully he'll settle in a minute. Alright, Fred, just finding the depth. It's because I'm constantly moving my rod, that's why he gets excited. So, the quicker I can get this float set, the quieter he'll be. That's on the money now by the looks of it. Well, the temperature's a lot different in this spot, being out of the sun. So my swim's all shaded, which is it's a little bit more sheltered from the wind here as well. There's not so much of a ripple on the water. It's quite clear. I've chucked some of this red ground bait out with some maggots in around the float, using it in the feeder now. I've got a hook loaded up with maggots, so trying this position now and trying this swim and see if we can get a tench out of here. Well, I'm starting to think that I might have picked the wrong section of the canal tonight. I haven't really done my homework on this bit lately. I normally walk the dog, or I hear from some of the Chuckle brothers in our group where they're catching, and we normally keep each other posted what's going on. I've not heard anything about this stretch recently. I've just come here off the off chance tonight. I know I've caught well here before, not necessarily this swim, but I'm not seeing any real signs of any feeding fish. I have seen one tench swimming around. That was when I first turned up, but there's not even any dimpling of any small fish or anything topping. Kind of wish I might have went somewhere else tonight, but obviously I'm here. I'm not going to start packing up and moving on now. Things might happen. I suppose I've still got a couple of hours. I'm not quite sure what the time is. Time's 7:10, so yeah, there's still 3 hours if I don't get fed up with it. If I'm not getting any indications of a bite, it's almost like they're not here. But it can all turn quite quickly. The kingfisher just went racing by then. which is always a nice sight. Didn't hear him coming. Yeah, not had a twitch, not seen a fizzer, not seen any turns. Yeah, it's quite stale here today, this evening. Right, so I've moved yet again. I really didn't have no confidence up in that last 2 spots I was in. Not one sign of anything really. So I bit the bullet and I thought, right, I'm going to come back. So I'm around the Sandford Peveril area now. I'm going to feed up this swim. Got some of me old So Simple ground bait. This is the red one that Stev's in the middle of making. Apparently it's going to be a tench bait for the bream, but I don't mind what I get now at the minute. It's the first time I've actually gone this long on the canal without a bite and without a fish of some description, whether it's a small rudd or a perch. I've never known it so quiet. That's one of the reasons I just couldn't sit there anymore, and just thought, you know what, desperate for a fish. So I've come back. I'm in what we call John and Matt's swim. I'm in Matt's little spot here. Don't think I've ever really fished this swim, but I think Matt and John might have been here yesterday. I think Matt had a tench out, but again, I'm not seeing any signs of life in the water. I've not got a lot of hope for tonight really, but you never know. I got 2 hours, so I'm going to give this a good go here now, and I shan't be moving again. So fingers crossed. Let's see if we can get something out here. So I've just met a nice chap. He's just walked up a little bit further than where I am. I think he's gone up past the bend with a float rod after the tench, I think. He said he's watched my videos and whatnot, which is always nice to hear. So, oh, I can actually see some blows now. So that's looking a bit promising. That's the first sign of fish that I've seen while I've been out this evening. So I've got 192 subscribers at the minute on my channel, which is pretty amazing. I didn't really think that people would subscribe to my channel, but they are, which is nice. So thanks everyone. Hopefully I can do some more videos and show you some more fish and whatnot. So fingers crossed. Let's hopefully get a tench out of this spot. Right, so I'm finally getting some sign of fish in my swim. They've been blowing a little bit. The float keeps bobbing around, but it's still not a proper take. Well, it's 10 to 9. I've had a few signs of fish in this swim. Every now and then I get quite an eruption of bubbles. Definitely on the ground bait that I've been putting in, but the float has just been silent. Not, the odd twitch. It's been a little bit disappointing tonight. I really didn't expect this. I thought I might have had something somewhere. I did say I was going to fish to 10 o'clock, but the way it's going, I think it's going to be a blank. It's not happened in a while. It doesn't happen very often. Normally get like a rudd or a roach or a perch or some description, but not had nothing tonight. It's It's been really hard. I think the choice of location to start off with probably wasn't great. I think I need to start doing some walks again with the dog, trying to find the fish. But certainly they're not having it here tonight, so maybe give Greenaway a walk and up past Selleck Bay. I haven't been there in months. I always like that spot. I'm not quite sure why I haven't been back there, to be honest. But yeah, I think in the next couple of days I'm going to start walking Old Fredders, see if we can locate any areas that look promising. I'm never too keen on fishing areas after the boat's gone through. Like we experienced this last year, me and Lee fishing up Crown Hill. It was fishing really well, and then, you know, when the weed was there, and then the boat turned up and done its job, I guess, and then it just went dead for a few weeks up there. But I like the weed, I like fishing in the weed. See, now there's massive blows behind my float, and it's just sat upright, not a care in the world. I just don't think it's going to happen tonight. Give it 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to pack up, and I'll probably go treat myself to a dirty kebab. And I can imagine Fred's getting pretty hungry now. He's not settled that well today, daft bugger. Anyway, if you don't see me again, if you do, it'll be with a fish. If you don't, it will be the next video, and hopefully it'll be a bit more entertaining than this one. But yeah, farewell for now.